wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beat. Show don't get her pissed. It's Jason talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Hello and welcome to Friday. It is the KVJ show. Good to have everybody here. I see we got some festive turkeys in the studio, and I do mean turkeys.
Gobble, gobble.
Yeah, is that a new turkey costume?
Well, I have several. I've been on the show for 16 years. That's roughly 16 Thanksgiving, so I roughly have about 24 turkey costumes.
Oh, okay, the math adds up. Yeah,
I always get a couple
sense.
extra,
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Oh, that's good.
I mean, you were doing turkey yesterday.
Yeah, the turkey one I had the other day was weak. That was not a very good... This is a Cadillac of turkey costumes.
Yeah, that's a full body covered, nice and plush. You got all the way up to the head to the toe. You don't have a tail feather, though.
I know.
Just your regular old booty. And boy, I don't know, you got some giblets hanging down there in the middle.
You got some long nuts.
Yeah.
What is going
Wow.
on?
It's topical for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's like,
I mean, do you ever step on them when you walk?
This turkey's gobblers between his legs. Wow.
I'm bending down and
Lord.
contorting.
Yeah, that was
Gravity is working on your
something.
balls.
Yeah.
What can I say? I got big balls.
It must be very heavy.
Seriously, how do you stand up?
Very carefully.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. So everybody's got a little something. I found a new pair of sunglasses. They're out by my fire pit. I'm very excited about those. What do you think?
Oh,
I was just talking about these.
He was just looking for his Elvis glasses.
Big dog.
Chamber came over the other day. We sat by the fire pit to make a Facebook Live video, and that's where they stayed. So I found them yesterday doing some yard work.
Big dog. This is what I needed for my outfit.
I was going to say it's complete.
He was looking for those specifically.
There you go.
Look at this day. It's starting off with magic.
It's a Friday, baby. The magic is here.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in a second, Harvey Weinstein's coronavirus results are in. I will tell you, does the disgraced movie mogul have corona twice or not? What's going on with him? Because he had it back in March, I'll tell you in just one sec. Before we get into that, Olivia Culpo, she is the former Miss Universe and now the actress. You know, she is talking openly about surgery that she had to have for her endometriosis. Now, she's doing it to create more awareness about the disease and saying, look, if you're going through what I went through, painful stuff on the inside, you know, it's not like you're alone. There's a lot of us, and her cysts had been impacting her life, and for years they were just telling her to take Tylenol, and she's like, no, I don't think it's just Tylenol. So the message is listen to your body, and if somebody's telling you to take Tylenol and not doing more tests, go get a second opinion. Take it from Olivia Culpo. So there you go on that one. ABC has just ordered a pilot done by Mary J. Blige and 50 Cent. It's going to be a show called Family Affair, and it'll be a musical comedy series where it'll follow a R&B star and a family and a whole drama thing. And so, 50 Cent will executive produce it with his G-Unit Film and Television umbrella, and Mary J. Blige will be the executive producer. It'll be on ABC.
Okay.
Yeah. And finally here, Harvey Weinstein is sick in prison, but they say he does not have the coronavirus. They gave him the test. He tested negative. He is currently very sick. We don't know what he has. Maybe it's karmatitis.
It's creeper's disease.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry, Harvey. I hope it's painful and you're suffering. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them. Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
Oh, Fat Kevin, I've got grilled cheese on the brain. Ain't nothing but a grilled cheese party. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was so excited for this grilled cheese party that I had visions of grilled cheeses dancing in my head while I was sleeping.
Wow.
I had a dream. Me and you opened up our own little farmer's market kind of a store.
Oh, yeah.
And we were selling these grilled cheeses with apple butter on them, and they were flying off.
That's the way to do it. Open up a little pop-up at a grain market.
Yeah.
It's way less expensive than the overhead of an actual store. I don't hate your idea.
It looked like a little country store on the backwoods of Georgia.
We'll do it. We'll work all day long. We'll be sweaty. We'll work hard, and
Yeah.
we'll make $100.
That's kind of what the theme of
Smart.
that's
Smart.
what the dream was. We were working hard. We were crushing it, but we weren't making that much money. But we didn't care.
That's the reality.
Yeah, apple butter grilled cheese.
Apple butter grilled cheese sounds amazing.
with maybe a you could do a provolone or a Swiss cheese with that.
I wish you would have called me when you had this dream or text me, because now I want to make apple butter grilled cheese. I only have basic bitch grilled cheese ingredients.
That's okay. We'll make it work. But I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I when I get excited about stuff, sometimes I dream about it. So boom.
Okay. He's very excited, this
apple
turkey.
butter grilled cheese sounds amazing.
Yeah.
The turkey's actually going to stuff himself.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. It's an odd twist. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, not only are you getting a grilled cheese party, but you also won something else yesterday in the competition that we did. You got a calzone.
Oh, my bones love calzones.
So here's your calzone.
Oh, thank you. Yes, she
Just all
lost.
food, huh?
It's all food.
Okay.
Look how beautiful that looks. Look at the coloring. Oh yeah, that's good eats right there.
4 cheese.
4 cheese. Fat
4
Kevin,
cheese.
do you want to delve into any of this? It's Thanksgiving week.
I know, right? That's great. No, I will not. But it looks good, though.
Oh, I love it. I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
You can even microwave that. I cooked it to perfection so you wouldn't have to mess with the oven. You just pop that thing in the microwave for like a minute.
Did you make this by scratch?
I did.
Whoa, a witch calzone. Okay. This is a day of celebration already.
The
It's so much
turkey's
food.
gonna stuff himself.
Yeah.
The turkey also has plenty of beer, and we got some whiskey here as well.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
boy.
Wow. Okay. You're ready for a
Wild
big
turkey.
day, huh?
Wild
Turkey's
turkey.
ready to get going.
Boy, ready for a big old day, huh? Look at you. Okay. I should have food on my mind, but I guess I'm not thinking about food today. I feel
What?
kind of like I'm out of the mix.
Kevin, it's pre-Thanksgiving.
I know.
All
Everybody
I
else
can
is thinking
think about
food.
Oh, food.
That's you got the same thing. That's all you're thinking about too, Virginia?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Well, it's a fun day. We have some vacation coming up. Virginia is in a good mood because she put it down in her calendar, this vacation, and it's coming true.
Yeah.
And once it goes in Virginia's calendar, it's official.
Okay. What I'm thinking about, I thought this was kind of amusing. It's called hat fishing. Do you know what hat fishing is?
No.
You've heard of catfishing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I do know what this
What
is.
is hat fishing, if you had to think?
Is this where bald guys are always wearing hats in their pictures and they're kind of
Yes.
tricking people?
Yeah, and so you go on a date with somebody going, oh, I didn't realize you were so bald or you look like Dr. Phil. It's hat fishing because in every photo you got a hat on. And so they're saying that, some people feel a little deceived because you're hiding your bald head on your dating app, and then you go out for a date and I'm going, oh, whoa, okay, you don't have any hair. Okay, I feel like I was hat fished.
I agree. I think when you are in the dating world, you should present your real self to the world.
Yeah, that's where I was
But-
trying to figure out, is it dishonest? Because, hey, look, if I didn't have hair club, I would probably have a hat on 24/7, 365.
And I feel like you're one of those guys that looks so much better with hair.
Yeah.
As do most guys.
Uh-huh.
But, why wouldn't a guy go to hair club? If I was a guy that looked so much
Yeah.
better with hair, I don't understand why I would go through that when it's so easy to fix.
Well, some people do look good with a bald head.
Yeah, some
But
people
not
do. They're
everybody.
blessed. And the people that don't, to Virginia's point, and, the question with hair club is, there are different levels of what you can do about your hair loss. And I will admit, hair club, I got the Cadillac. So it is.
And it shows.
Yeah.
But it's worth every penny.
It is if you can afford it. And I will tell you that, yeah, it is. When you get to the Cadillac level, it gets expensive. And so you just
Are you
figure out,
allowed to say how much it is a month?
well, I'll tell you, it's about the cost of a car payment.
Well, you have car
Mercedes?
payment hair.
I have a car on my head.
Is it a Hyundai
I
or a
have
Mercedes?
a little car on my head.
And I gotta tell you, that thing is fully loaded.
It is fully loaded. It's a Cadillac. I call it my Cadillac.
Is it $300 a month?
It might go a little bit north of that, Virginia.
$400?
She's not gonna be happy until you give her the exact.
It could be around $500.
Whoa! So a high-end vehicle.
But
Yeah.
still, even knowing that number, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I would, if I was a guy, I would get an extra part-time job and a side hustle, just so
Yeah.
I could have the hair. If I was one of those guys that couldn't rock it bald.
Quick numbers: 5 times 12. That would be roughly. I'm just trying to figure out
We
what.
aren't allowed to do math here.
Okay, the chat room will help us out. They'll have the
$7,000.
7. Okay, that's
Yeah.
$7,000.
Yeah.
That to live your best hair life.
Well, I will tell you what the conversation is, and I've had it myself. I'll break down and let you know, because I did the hair transplant years ago. But then what I realized is that only cover a little bit, and
You have to get like 6 of them.
I went up talking to another guy that had 5 or 6 hair transplants, and you could drop 10, 15 grand on that, and so. That's where you're just kind of like starting to figure out, okay, if I could drop, that could be 50 to 60 grand to have a head of hair, or I could do 7 grand. So it's, you look at all that and all those different levels, and I will tell you too that like my natural hairs, it's thin, weak. It's like, so hair color gives me better hair not have even by myself.
Yeah, you're doing it right. We've watched you on this journey.
Yeah.
We've sat on the sidelines and we've seen the progression. And this is the best your hair has ever looked.
It's I'm happy to have it while I got it. It's absolutely amazing. And so we'll see. I mean, I don't know if I'll always be in a position to have it, but I count my blessings every single day. A day with hair, Virginia, is a blessed day.
Right now you have hair privilege.
If I was you,
I do, and I feel it, and I don't abuse it.
I would sell stuff on eBay. I would get a second job. I would drive a school bus, whatever it took to make me feel confident. Like that hair gives you confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence gives you power, and power makes you happy.
I agree. I love it. I love it to death. I can't even tell you how much I enjoy it. It's fantastic. But there are other options, like I said, that lead up to it. You can get, but with every level, you get what you pay for. I'm not saying it's bad, but it wouldn't be. You're not going to have like politician hair, maybe.
Gotcha.
You may be able to fill in this and that. Be like, okay, yeah, you look the best at that level.
Okay, so let's say you're on Tinder and you got your profile out there. I think you're allowed to do 5 pictures or something like that. Let's say 4 of them you got a hat on, and then 1 of them you show off your bald hat, just so you're presenting.
So you're not hat fishing. Yeah, that's kind of where my question is about it, because if I were a single dude, I would probably have a hat on at about every single photo. I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to deceive you. I wouldn't lie
You feel more
about it.
confident with it.
If you asked me to take the hat off, I'd be like going, this is what I got, natural. I wish I had hair, but it's just.
If you were on Tinder or Grindr.
Yeah, Grindr probably for me.
Yeah, if you were, would you put up 4 pictures of you with a hat on and then 1 with you, or how would you go about it?
It should be fair. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question, and I feel like gay guys are more accepting of a dude that is losing his hair. Maybe because you got a lot of times 2 guys, and the odds are they may appreciate and understand that, hey, you know what, we just lose our hair. I just feel like the gay community is more accepting to guys that are losing their hair.
It's a dude struggle.
Yeah, so I feel that. It's probably completely not true, but that's just my own belief in my head. So, yeah, they say 21% of bald guys say that they've tried to pull that off, where they will just wear a hat and everything and not really, you're not lying, but you're not being completely honest and putting everything forward. 40% of women say if somebody hatfished them, it would be an instant deal breaker.
This was a storyline on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry David meets a girl at a coffee shop, and he has a hat on the whole time. So when he goes to pick her up, he has his hat off. She goes, "You weren't being honest. You're bald."
Oh.
That's it. So that was the thing. I saw that. I was like, oh, whoa, okay, hat fishing. So if you hear that term, that's what it's all about. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, since we're talking a lot about food, might as well delve right into it. Thanksgiving, choose one. I'll give you some options. You can only choose one, though. Which one is better? At the Thanksgiving table, turkey or ham? That'll just start it all off. That's the opening course. We got more after that coming up next.
Check out KVJ TV on YouTube or just log on to kvjshow.com to watch the show now. Powered by Cleveland Clinic, where every life deserves world-class care. Now, back to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, people are going to be talking a lot about food here in the next week, so we figure we jump on it and just kind of like really zero right in on what you love the most about Thanksgiving dinner.
I love it so much. There's so many sides, the selection, the leftovers.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
It gets me like all happy and giddy inside.
Okay, now in this game, you can only choose one here. Okay, your options are turkey or ham. What are you going to be choosing for Thanksgiving dinner?
I make both,
Yeah.
but the one I like more
Yep.
is ham.
I'm with you. Thank you, Virginia. Hello. I'm right there too. Ham, baby.
This turkey is picking turkey. I'm
are.
going to be eating myself. Yes.
Okay. All right.
But you better bring that wet ham. I don't like a dry ham. My mom
Yeah.
slow roasted a ham, and what she would do is she would sugar glaze it.
Ooh.
And she would put pineapples
Yeah.
and those maraschino cherries and
Yeah.
little cloves all in it, and then roast it real slow. But make sure you keep basting it, make it real wet.
Did you see that photo where they had a ham, like they're almost kind of like half of a globe, and they take the pineapple and then they'll put a cherry in the middle of it, and then
Yeah.
they use a toothpick to keep the cherry in there, and they put in like going, oh great, somebody served coronavirus. It looked like, have you ever seen the cell of the coronavirus they always show on the news? You were like going, oh great, you just served coronavirus for Thanksgiving dinner.
It's a giant coronavirus.
That's what it looked like, yeah.
That's kind of amazing.
Okay, you get to choose one, traditional or non-conventional meal, like a pizza. What would you rather have? A traditional spread for Thanksgiving, or let's just have a pizza buffet? What would get you more excited?
Traditional.
Okay, Jaybird?
This turkey's picking pizza pie. Forget about it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, a pizza buffet where I'm like, I'm going to have the ultimate cheat meal.
Well, not only do you have pizzas, you have a section of pizzas. You also have strombolis, you have calzones, you've got ziti, you've got rigatoni, and then you've got all kinds of.
So a very Italian Thanksgiving.
Yo, mamma
Yeah.
mia, yes.
Yeah, okay, you're going with all that. Yeah, pizza buffet would be great, and it ends with dessert pizzas at the end.
Oh, Nutella
Yeah.
pizza.
Pies galore.
Oh.
Pizza pies galore.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what I want this Thanksgiving? A peanut butter pie.
Okay. I don't think you had to stop the show for
Yeah,
that. All you got
quite
to
a
do
revelation.
is just go to Publix.
You know what I want for Thanksgiving? Cherry pie.
I'm sorry, I'm very
Bless
excited.
his heart.
I'm very excited.
You get to choose one for Thanksgiving. Is it going to be mac and cheese or stuffing?
Oh, Kevin. What kind of stuffing? Is it just plain stuffing or is it seafood stuffing?
You do whatever
Yeah,
kind you want.
it's
Your
the-
favorite kind of stuffing.
Favorite stuffing versus favorite mac and cheese.
And to that thing, the mac and cheese could be lobster mac and cheese.
Oh,
Yeah, it's only fair. If you're going to do that to stuffing, you do that to your mac and cheese. Which one are you going with?
I'm going oyster stuffing.
oh gosh,
That is my favorite. My mom made it. It's so good.
that sounds delicious.
I do have 3 different types of stuffing, though. I serve original regular for the boring people like Jason. I serve also a sausage stuffing.
Yeah.
And then the oyster.
Okay. I'm going to go with the mac and cheese, and I would probably go lobster mac and cheese. Bird, what do you choose?
I'm going mac and cheese, and I'm going 8 cheese mac and cheese.
Whoa.
8.
You can do that.
You can do 8
Yeah,
cheeses.
you can do that in this. Okay, Thanksgiving, you only get to choose one. Is it going to be mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes? And keep in mind, the sweet potatoes, you can put the marshmallows and cinnamon and all that kind of good stuff
You
on it.
also make that great gravy with the white mashed potatoes.
Absolutely, yeah. You can. It's the best of the best. You could have if you like meat chunks in your gravy too. You could do that with your mashed potatoes. Which one do you go with for Thanksgiving?
Sweet potatoes all day, but you gotta do pecans. You gotta have lots
Ooh,
of
you can do that.
butter.
Yeah, you can.
You gotta have brown sugar, and then you gotta have the toasted marshmallow top.
Oh,
Wow.
You're making my mouth wet.
That's how I make them. I make them from scratch.
Oh, and you make the pecans sugary and
Oh yeah,
cinnamony.
you should roast your pecans ahead of time and sugar them up and get them nice and toasty.
Bird, what do you go with?
Oh, man.
This is the toughest one for me, too. It's really a toss-up. It could depend upon the day or the Thanksgiving. I will tell you, the mashed potatoes and gravy, I love taking a crescent roll and running that through it, and oh, man, that makes it good. And you're not going to do that with the sweet potatoes.
I make mashed potato sandwiches with those crescent those rolls.
And the sweet potatoes wouldn't work as well.
It does. I'm locking in with mashed potatoes because you reminded me of the mashed potato sandwich.
He takes mashed potatoes and puts them on potato bread.
Boom. Exactly. Oh,
He is a man of carbs.
Okay. Green bean casserole or cranberry sauce?
Cranberry. I make my own homemade.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the green bean casserole. I know some people make it good, but it's just not my favorite.
I do love it because they get the crunchy things that are on top and some of that stuff, and it's really good. Whatever that goo is that's in it, love it.
If you bring cranberry sauce over to my house, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, get the hell out.
Yes.
Why are you so angry?
I hate cranberry sauce.
Terrible.
It's so terrible.
Yeah,
People who stand up for cranberry sauce are the same people who stand up for candy corn.
Our turkey is pissed.
Yes, I am. Jerky turkey.
Quick, change the subject, Kevin.
Okay, I got just a couple more here. Thanksgiving, choose one. Pies or cakes?
For Thanksgiving, you got to go pie.
Yeah, it feels like it's a pie kind of thing.
It is. Apple, pumpkin, pecan.
Any other day, 364 other days of the year, I'm going cakes. This one day, it's the only day of the year I'm going to put pies over cakes.
I did enjoy watching those. There's some people on Instagram that are making a cake pie. So it's a layer of cake, layer of pie, layer of cake, layer of pie. It looks pretty, but I don't think I could pull that.
That's disqualified in this conversation.
Okay.
It's tough, man. I think cakes.
But I thought you wanted a peanut butter pie.
Okay, you're right. I want pie. You talked me back into it. Is.
I mean, he derailed the entire conversation. I want peanut butter pie.
This turkey's a little scatterbrained today. Very excited. It's a big week coming up.
You're throwing him.
Yeah.
You're talking about too much lovely stuff.
Too much.
This is pie overload.
Yeah, okay. Final one here has nothing to do with food. Thanksgiving, choose one. Macy's Thanksgiving Parade or football in the afternoon?
Oh.
What do you choose? You get one or the other. Which one's it going to be?
I got to pick the Macy's Parade because I love putting it on when I'm cooking. It's very traditional and nostalgic.
Okay, Bird?
I'm going parade.
You are going parade?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not a big football guy.
It's not. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah, just all right for you.
Well, the parade, it's live. Someone could trip and fall. There's moments that could happen.
Are you pulling for Al Roker to trip and fall?
I always pull for a live falling.
I don't know if he can take it this year.
He's
not
been
for
through
Roker
a
to fall,
lot.
yeah.
Not Al, but just a live fall.
Maybe
Always...
Savannah Guthrie.
Somebody else has got to sacrifice their body for my humor.
Savannah needs to eat pavement.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with her. I'm going football all the way, no doubt. Football guy. Okay, so is it possible that the kids are going to be going back to virtual learning after Thanksgiving? I'll just tell you, those are some of the rumors that I'm hearing. I don't know if there's any truth to it, so I'll be honest with you about that.
I heard it from some teachers. There was like some meeting they were going to try to figure it all out.
Yeah, I have not seen anything about it in the media itself and the news. I've not seen, but I have heard that chitter chatter and conversation.
Where are these rumblings coming from? Just around the...
I think it's kind of in the teacher circles. My wife is one, and so,
I got it from a teacher.
Yeah, there's a teacher gossip network. If you know anything about teachers, man, it's amazing. They just, I don't know where it's...
It's off the grid, sort of.
Yeah, it's kind of off the grid. I don't know how they connect, but yeah, there's just this teacher gossip network, and... That's kind of what I've gotten a little bit of. Now, is it going to happen or not? I don't really know. But I will tell you this: the guy who heads up the CDC, which we pay attention to every now and then, he came out yesterday and said that the schools should not be closed during the pandemic and that they are safe for kids. So that must be happening a lot. So he's making a pitch to keep the schools open. He said yesterday that the data strongly supports that K through 12, as well as institutions of higher learning, really are not where we're having our challenges. And he said the CDC does not advise closing schools and said that we didn't even do that at the beginning of the pandemic, but y'all did it anyway.
I think the elderly population is what is scariest. I talked to my grandma yesterday, and last week they had 5 cases at her senior old folks home.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Now, as of last night, they have 20.
That's how the virus is crazy, how just this thing spreads.
Can I please get my grandma this damn vaccine before it takes her out, please?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting, and they say it's not going to be ready in Florida till December.
Yeah.
And of course, the old people and the healthcare workers get it first, which I'm so in favor of.
Yeah.
But can we speed this thing up?
Yeah, well, I think they're going as fast as they can. They've already, from what I understand, I don't know anything about the whole vaccine thing, but they're saying that it's already record speed that they're doing this for.
Yeah,
Well, I don't want to hear it. Go faster.
they are doing the best they can, Karen.
Well, I don't want to hear it. Go faster.
See, Karens are never appeased.
I mean,
They don't care. They don't listen to the logic. They just are like, I don't care. Make magic happen.
I won't be happy till you're giving my grandmother the shot.
imagine you're a scientist, you've worked 7 days in a row,
Yeah.
and you tune into the KVJ show, and you hear the witch go, "We want it faster."
It's closing in on my grandma, and now I don't play.
Well, you know, if you're one of those people that are working from home, I know that kind of in our place, there are more people for the next couple of weeks who are going to be doing the working from home, and that happens a little bit. They were saying that the average parents who are working from home, they're going to be rooting against their kids coming back for the virtual learning for the most part, because they say that their kids interrupt them on average 5 times a day.
5.
I thought that
mean,
was low, too.
If my kid only interrupted me 5 times, it's like 5 times a minute.
That's super low.
I
so low.
kind of thought so, too.
You need a Rocco if that's all you're getting.
And then they asked parents to grade themselves on how well they were doing with the homeschooling. And 40% of parents have given themselves an A for their teaching skills. They are an A.
Oh, they're in such denial.
Yeah, so-
They're totally lying to themselves.
I'm an A-level educator.
Some of you parents really got to come back to law
I thought the
land.
delusion on this was amazing because they're all pretty much A's or B's. 75% were an A or B. 35% said I'm a B. So if you weren't an A, you're a B.
I love the honest parents that I keep seeing on Facebook. I'm terrible at this. I'm failing my kid.
Only 25% of people in this survey were honest in saying I'm a C or below. Only 25% of parents in this one survey said that. They said the subjects that they're having the most trouble with, math, science, then reading and writing. I know math has been the big struggle for us. 'Cause I think they do it differently now or something, don't they? I don't even know. My wife, who I thought was pretty good at math.
Well, they had the Common Core, and then they did that for a while. Then they said no more Common Core.
Common Core was
yeah.
ridiculous.
Common Core didn't make sense to me. I can barely understand basic math.
People, there's some people, they will dig their heels in for Common Core. Like, oh, you don't get it. You don't have a mathlete's mind.
I don't.
Yeah, we got a kid. My kid is only 6th grade, and we had to defer to his older brother at Georgia Tech to do
Wow.
his math tutoring for him because
So what's Cannon in right now as far as what kind of math is he doing?
I have no idea.
Is it algebra?
You can keep asking questions. I'm going to keep coming back with I have no idea.
Word problems?
I have no idea.
How does he feel about fractions?
I have no idea.
Multiplication?
I have no idea.
Decimals?
No idea.
But what grade? He's in what grade?
6.
Okay, yeah, it starts getting awful.
Yeah.
The math does.
Yeah. So it's right there. And they say that some families are working on what they call the unschool education model. They're trying this out during the whole pandemic, which the unschool model allows students to learn on their own terms. Those who use the model say that schools shouldn't feel like it's a task or a job. Instead, they try to make it something that's enjoyable. Now, how you do this, I don't know. But they add that the model lets kids have fun while learning at their own pace. So it's paced learning, and they try to make everything, I think, a little bit more interactive, less book learning, less sitting there while somebody's barking at you. And it's more that interactive, hey, let's have a good time. And, hey, oh, wow, I learned something at the end of this, which to me I think is brilliant how you should do it.
Let's go at your
Yeah.
own pace. Okay, I don't want to learn till next year. Okay, go at your own pace, Johnny.
If I went at my own pace,
Yeah.
I'd still be doing 2nd grade math.
I don't know if I like that, Kev. If you let kids go at their own pace, good luck with that.
Yeah. We'll see. There's a lot of interesting things happening with the educational model. By the time we get out of this pandemic, it might be radically different how we educate kids in America. Who knows? We'll have a lot of different options. All right, anything you want to sound off on, you always can. 877-979-WRMF. Let's see how old some of our favorite celebrities are today. Got a few here that are aging. We all are, though, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Saw that the possible upcoming president, depending upon which news network you watch. I'm very confused because I watch one and they say he is going to be the president. I watch another one and they say he's not. So I don't really know. But there's a guy named Joe Biden that might be our next president. He's turning 78 years old today.
The guy's in limbo.
Yeah. Who knows? I guess. I don't know.
Depending on where you watch.
I know, yeah. Which news network tells you?
2020.
Yeah, right. I guess we'll find out somewhere in January. Joe Walsh, guitarist for the Eagles, turned 73 today.
Love that guy, Virginia. Underrated songwriter.
He's solid. Yeah, Bo Derek, 10, is now 64. Mike D from the Beastie Boys turns 55 today. Joel McHale is 49, and country superstar Dierks Bentley turns 45 today. Also, got to say happy birthday to Connor. That's from Mom, Dad, Morgan, Ruben, Rascal, and Riley. You got a birthday shout out to my future husband, Mario Paraga. Love you guys and can't wait to celebrate. Gabby sent that in. Also, a birthday shout out from Millie on her 31st birthday. That's from Matea. Also, 6th birthday goes to Tyler. That is a big old happy birthday from Mommy, Daddy, and Big Brother Parker. We've got Preston having a birthday too. Too bad he won't be able to throw dollar bills to Strawberry at Body Talk like he'd planned.
Strawberry.
Yeah, Strawberry. She got fired for fighting the other strippers. So.
Don't worry, she'll turn up.
We need our dancers to be, dancing in harmony.
I kind of like them froggy.
I have no intention of going to a strip club. If you told me they were all fighting on stage, I might. Ethan Noah, turn to the big 11 from Mom, Dad, Aiden, Caleb, and Kimber. Also, birthday shout out to my mom, Wendy, a.k.a. Mom's Taxi from Christian with Love. Sent that in. All those birthday shout outs. Happy birthday, y'all. If you got a birthday you want to get through to us, just let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. If you want to play some no-name movie game, you can jump on the line right now. Partner up with Turkey or Virginia.
People keep on saying that this isn't a turkey costume, it's a chicken costume.
It's a turkey.
Okay, I thought so too. But there is no tail feather. That does make me nervous.
Ooh, I don't know. Why don't you post it up there and see what people say? Chicken or turkey?
No, you're a turkey.
Yeah, I think it's turkey too.
Kevin, tell him he's a turkey.
Yeah,
please.
no, when you do full
Kevin,
body.
Kevin,
Okay.
tell him he's a turkey, Kevin.
He's a turkey.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going turkey. I'd say there's no doubt.
Gobble, gobble, bark,
Yeah, never
bark.
mind.
Gobble, gobble, bok, bok.
Okay. All right, it is time once again for the No Name Movie Game. We got a turkey in today's contest.
We think. Bark, bark.
Gobble, gobble.
Bark, bark.
Gobble, gobble.
I'm laying eggs.
Gobble, gobble.
Bird in costume for the upcoming holiday.
I have a stupid question.
What?
Do turkeys lay eggs?
Damn. Virginia's dumb.
Am I dumb?
I imagine
Well,
they do.
I think they usually get C-sections.
Do we eat
Carve
turkey?
them open.
Do we eat turkey eggs?
Let her keep asking questions. This is good. Let her keep asking dumb questions.
I don't know why we don't eat turkey eggs.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just hard to find. A lot of times they're wild turkeys, but yeah, I don't know. And maybe the way that they mate them.
I mean, there are a lot of turkeys that are bred in captivity. They ain't all wild.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Thanks, Debbie
Yeah.
Downer. Try to have fun on a Friday.
How you think Butterball gets that grind?
Turkeys are in captivity.
I think it's probably, to answer your question, I think probably what it is because of the turkey eggs that we have, most of them are brought to maturity because you're going to get more value out of eating a plump, delicious turkey than you are eating a turkey egg,
Interesting.
is my guess.
Can you eat a turkey egg?
I bet you
I'm
can.
sure. I'm sure it'd be just like a chicken egg.
Yeah.
Some people in the chat want to know if you're high. And I'm one of those people. I want to know, what are you taking?
Well, you just made me think about turkey eggs, and I had never seen one. I've seen a duck egg,
Man, you're throwing me off.
I know.
Chicken egg.
That's what she's doing. Don't follow her plans.
seen a quail egg.
The witch is really throwing me for a loop.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the game here. We got Sue from Delray Beach. Hello, Sue.
What's up, KVJ?
Gobble, gobble. Sahoo. Okay, we're going to partner you up with Virginia here. She's a little high, but we'll see if she can give some good clues.
Only guaranteeing victory.
Okay.
All right.
Take his phrase.
All right, Virginia, you cannot use any of the actors' names, the characters' names, or the words from the title of the movies in her clues. We'll put 60 seconds on the clock, and your time will begin now.
Pass. She is a British girl that writes in a journal all about how love never works out for her.
Bridget Jones' Diary?
Yes. Pass on that one. It's not an axe. It's another kind of tool like that. It's something you would use in a murder. It's not a saw. It's not an axe. It's a pass. Pass on that one. If you're pregnant and you didn't want to be pregnant, you're accidentally
Knocked up?
yes. Pass on that one. It's a camera from the 80s. The picture would come out the bottom of it.
Oh, Instagram. Oh, what is that thing called? Pass.
Pass. It's a tall mountain. There's a ride named after it at Disney. Tall mountain.
Space Mountain? No.
It's what comes.
Hello?
Okay, let's move on. It's what.
The witch! The witch is human!
Everest.
Tall mountain was
sorry.
Everest.
Keep in mind, I believe the witch won last week with just 2.
And the camera was Polaroid.
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 And
It's
then
been
Hatchet.
too
that
long.
one.
And Hatchet was the other one.
Okay. Well,
Pass it.
we'll see. You wouldn't think Virginia would win, but you never know.
2 could win the tournament.
Yeah.
It's done it before.
Okay. All right. We're going to move on here to Denny's, and his partner is going to be Karen from Sunrise. Hello, Karen.
Hi, KVJ.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah. How you doing?
Good. It's Friday, so I'm great.
Oh, yeah.
No one's going to make a Karen joke?
No, I'm sure she's heard enough.
Obvious.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm
All day,
tired.
every day.
I don't want to do that to you, girl.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right. Denny's going to give you clues to the movie. 60 seconds are on the clock. Your time begins now.
It's another name for the strongest person in the world. They can jump buildings in a single bound. It's the alternate name.
Superman?
A person of metal. Pass on. Let's see. This is it's another term for when you get married. It's taking 2 strings together and combining them.
Tying the knot.
Yep. This is. They're looking for one of the brothers during the war because they don't want the family to lose all of the kids. It's a war movie that was very popular.
Saving Private Ryan?
Yep. This is a term that magicians use when they
Abracadabra?
vanish.
Oh, I don't know.
Pass that one. Let's see. This is she can paint with all the colors of the wind. It's
Pocahontas.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That worked.
He sits at the round table. He pulled a sword out of
Arthur.
stone.
Got it.
Yep. These, if you hold your hands up.
Okay, I got a 4 spot. She did say King Arthur in there?
She
She
did.
did.
All right, there you go. That's 4 then.
Wow, Denny's.
The witch will not be the champ.
Here's the bill, Denny's. Congratulations on your win today.
Hey, look, a loss for the witch is a win for the bird. Thank you, Denny.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget who's making your grilled cheese.
We got an interesting pairing going on here. The guy in the turkey costume is Jason from Lake Park, and your partner is going to be Jason from Lake Park.
Whoa! Jason from Lake Park. Oh, boy.
Gobble, gobble.
You got a wild one here. You got a wild turkey on the line.
Yeah.
Jason from Lake Park. I can't tell you how much I need this win. I need it.
I know you need it, man.
Okay.
Cool.
He's there for you. That means he's going to deliver, but he's going to try.
All right, I'm going to go real fast.
Two dudes named Jason from Lake Park.
All right.
You got 60 seconds on the line here in the No Name Movie Game. Your time begins now.
He killed his mother dressed up as her. It's an old-timey movie.
Psycho.
Yes. It's a war movie. We got attacked from behind. We didn't see it coming. It's a war movie.
What?
It sounds like a porn.
Pass.
Gay one.
Wait, what did you say?
You didn't know.
Okay. I'm in New York and I just can't take it. I'm in the mouse hunt. What's another name for? I'm in the mouse hunt. I'm in New York.
Rat trap.
No, close rat. If I'm running.
Rat race.
Yes.
Rat race.
Pass Denny's. I'm a cowboy and I'm blank. I'm gonna. If I am a cowboy that doesn't follow the blanks of the land, pass. I make boobs.
Land.
Wait, what?
No.
I make boobs bigger. I'm also known as top dog of the unit.
Plastic surgeon.
No. Spiritually, I spiritually make boobs bigger. Damn it.
Got
Bruce
two.
Almighty.
Ty, Virginia.
Second place.
Yeah. That's the good news there, Turkey.
The battle for the bottom.
Yeah.
Well,
Sound like
Denny's,
he's
you
going for
won.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Denny's going to be our winner here, and that means that Karen is a winner today from Sunrise. Yeah, Karen.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, Denny's.
Congrats.
Yeah, Denny's got the belt there.
Thank you.
We don't have to complain to a manager. This is awesome.
I know. All right, very nice. You have a great weekend, okay, Karen?
Thank you. You guys too.
All right, there we
Aw,
go.
she was cute.
Very nice.
Nice, fun.
Feels good.
Saw yesterday on Twitter that apparently Virginia just she's been looking great here. Everybody's been saying in the chat room the last couple of days. I think it was the cleavage top that she had on, and yesterday, just even in traffic, Virginia was just getting all kinds of ogled.
In traffic? What are you doing,
some
Mama?
Dude was trying to get it at a red light.
Trying to get it?
It was, you know the type, because you've seen the type. A Latino man in his mid-50s, good looking, sharp, but there's just something about Latino men. They don't ever lose their horny. I think like other guys do, Latino men are always ready to go.
Well, wait, so what happened?
He was a well-dressed Latin man, and he honked at me. And so he's like, roll your window down. And I thought like he had something important to tell me. He goes, hey, you're pretty.
Okay.
And I was like, thank you. You just made my day.
Okay. What do you think of his approach? Did he do it right?
If I was single, it might have worked because he had a nice car. He had a nice look. He was well dressed. Like he had his act together.
Now, what if he was disheveled, had a beer gut, not nearly as good looking, and he did that approach?
Yeah, it's not going to work as well.
Yeah, probably. Maybe you can call the cops on him.
I bet you that works for him. I bet you it does. Now, I'm married, so of course it's not going to work for me. I just giggled and rolled the window up. But I think if girls are single and that guy in that car looking that suave has something sweet to say, he probably gets numbers.
Yeah, the base of all this is your presentation, how you look, and it's whether you're attractive or not and well put together. There is a lot to that. Sorry, that's just the way it is
He
when
was
it
in a
comes
dress shirt. He had like a nice watch. His hair was nice. Like he had a nice car. Like I was like, this guy's got it going on.
Well, I just like to hear from the people today. What would you say are the do's and don'ts of hitting on a woman? Like what works, what doesn't? If you roll up next to somebody in traffic and you're like, hey,
well, it's
chica, is that...
It's going to be different for everyone. Some women like that, some women don't. Some women don't like when dudes hit on them so openly, they're turned off, but there's some that like to get the validation.
This guy had that Latin energy, like he don't care. He's going to throw it out there, and if you're not interested, that's fine, but he throws a wide net.
And you were putting that out yesterday. I was kind of wondering if that really is the attitude. If you are going to try to hit on somebody in public, that you need to come with that energy of being confident, and then two, throwing out a compliment. Say, hey, look, you may like it or not, but I'm just letting you know that you are beautiful. To me, is that the absolute best way to hit on a woman. Come with confidence and compliment beauty.
And have your act together.
Yeah.
Visually for her.
Like I said, that's the base. That goes without saying
You
because
have
that's
to.
the presentation.
If you ain't looking good, don't do it.
There's also an energy that comes with it too. That guy could have said all that, but in a different type of energy that put you off.
He wasn't creepy with his delivery. He was actually sweet and sincere and just looked like he was just digging my chili.
Some people really struggle hitting on somebody. It comes off creepy.
They did that show that you used to love.
Pickup
Artist, all about that, about trying to teach somebody how to do it. And it is amazing. Yeah, I've observed other guys that just have an unbelievable gift. We were just talking about Jack Nicholson the other day, about just his rap here on the show. And they were saying he had a legendary gift of gab. His rap, didn't matter who he's going for or what age he was in his life, he still had it.
I think self-perception's a big thing. You have to know and be honest with yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And accept those what they are, and then play to your strengths and avoid your weaknesses. Too many people are afraid to be honest with their own abilities, and we all have own different abilities.
That's why you might need to tailor a pickup routine based on who you are, your personality, and your presentation, too. I couldn't have the same kind of routine as a really hot Latino guy that can come and bring it, have the accent and everything else, and throw in a chica here and there that maybe, get them gringo girls going, you know?
I think the most important thing one can do is honestly understanding their strengths and getting what lane they should stay in.
Self-awareness.
Yes, self-awareness.
It's huge. And I see so many people that don't have it, and I feel bad for them because it's like something you have or you don't.
It's guys and girls. This is not just this is a genderless thing here.
But there is something about like a Latin man. I've also seen it with Italian men that are truly from Italy.
Yeah.
They have something where they're just sexually confident.
Yes.
They're not scared of getting no because they don't hear it a lot.
Turkey Beard Dan in the chat room says, I feel like this guy's made up.
I'll put my hand on a Bible. Turkey Beard Dan, why don't you come say it to my face?
That cleavage has been popping for Virginia. I've been reading the comments from the other dudes. Her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah, stop hitting me up with your creepy texts and questions. She's a married woman, and no, I'm not telling you how big they are.
Okay, so do you have some pointers, some do's and don'ts? It could work either way. It could be going, do this or don't ever do that. Just kind of curious what you would throw out as what works or has what not worked on you. 877-979-WRMF. You can call or text the KVJ Show. I think we're going to learn something here today. The do's and don'ts of hitting on a woman. Virginia got hit on yesterday, or at least complimented. And, you know, if I had to read between the lines, it made you feel good, Virginia. You're like, okay, I like it. I'm a married woman, but you know what? To know that I still got it, it's flattering.
Definitely, because he wasn't gross.
Okay, yeah.
He had it going
You're
on.
right.
Like, that guy could walk in a bar. You know, pre-COVID, when everybody was like hanging out in the bar scene and picking up, that guy would have no trouble getting a handful of numbers.
And I hate to say it, but it is a lot about your presentation and your appearance. That's really it. That's usually the gateway in. And so sometimes you might just got to realize, look, I don't hit on the ladies out there. So I'm like, I don't have that kind of demeanor where it's like I can just go up and be like, hey, all right.
But everybody can dress better.
They could. Yeah, you're right.
Everybody can coif better.
Everybody can get in the game. You just have to figure out how to get in the game for you.
Exactly.
I have heard that you can make up a ton. I was reading an article on that. I can't remember all the definitions they threw at it, but they were saying there is like beauty and then there's style. And you can almost even the score by having great style where you lack in beauty, and still for women and attractiveness. That's what the article was saying, that the scores ultimately were very close. So really noticeably, that's a hot guy, no doubt about it. But he was, maybe shabby in the style, and a guy who just had the style and charisma, and the level of attractiveness for most women was almost even. So you're right. You can't even that score a lot.
Totally.
Somebody texted and said, yeah, I feel you, Virginia. I'm married, and I was leaving the gym when a lady approached me at my car and then saw my ring and said, I was nice looking. I had a lucky wife.
Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah, it made you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Put a little pep in my step.
Yeah,
You work it, girl.
I think little compliments like that are fine. They're not. It's kind of like you recognize that they're taken, but it's like, hey, you're attractive.
It depends on who you give the compliment to. I could also see somebody going, "How dare you hit on me, you pig!" That is a possibility too.
Well, to her, you say, "Oh, sorry," and you get away quick because
I only meant as a compliment. Goodbye. Have a good day. And then
she's a miserable human and
agree.
doesn't deserve any compliments.
When someone gives you a compliment, I think you should enjoy that moment.
You should, and you shouldn't read all kinds of stuff into it. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's degrading me as a woman. No, he's not. He's a man.
He's catcalling me.
He looked at you and thought you were beautiful. That, at the core, at its essence, is a sweet gesture. And if you want to make it into something ugly, bye.
Now, when he starts licking his lips and doing that little tongue thing, then it goes too far.
Yeah,
So-
don't do the tongue.
Yeah, that's why we're bringing up the do's and don'ts of hitting on a woman. That would be in the don't category. Some of the points that people have texted in to make is make sure the timing is appropriate. I don't like getting hit on when I'm on the street, running, or at the gym. That's gross. Or even in the work area. So understand the environment that you're in. Environment and timing does play a role in your pickup routine.
I understand running because you're by yourself. That's kind of scary, and you're out on the street. You're very vulnerable. But I think in the gym after your workout is okay. Maybe I'm just dumb. I mean, if you're in the middle of crunches or reps and he's like, hey. I like your jugs.
Stop your crunches. I want to comment on your boobs.
That's not cool. But if a guy waits till you're done working out and then you're leaving the gym, I think that's okay. I don't know.
I'm with you, Virginia.
Somebody said, don't ask me if my husband is, quote, taking good care of me. It's just creepy.
That's insulting.
That's not a good line.
No. That's not nice.
It comes off weird and creepy.
Because
It's not
now
good.
you're saying, I know you're married, but I don't care. I want to find out and make sure that you're getting what you need.
Yeah, I'm going to take care of it. It's a piggy comment.
Another don't fake who you are and try to be somebody else. Because if the other person likes it and wants to keep that person, you got to keep living a lie. So even if you were successful in picking the person up, now you pick them up as somebody that you're not.
Well, that's just good advice for anybody meeting anybody out there.
But clothes and style, all that is not a lie. You can elevate and upgrade your image very easily.
Well, and they're saying, too, that don't always have to try to ascribe to be the Rico Suave. Somebody said that, I like awkward or adorable or somebody that's a little quirky and unique. That's fine, too.
Yeah, and that person should understand that's a asset for them. They should use that.
Yeah, so don't try to, if you can't pull off the Latin guy, which I can't, don't go for the Latin guy.
But there's other
We
things.
tried that in Miami at a radio station. Didn't go so well.
But if you were single, there's other things in your personality that would work in your favor that would get you to land a woman.
You got to come up with your own unique way of approaching people that fits your style and who you are.
And if you don't know what you have, you need to sit down with a female friend and have her help you and coach you, and you need to find something.
It's very important to find out what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are.
And be self-aware.
When it comes to the dating world.
Somebody said my brother has the worst game ever. He went out to a bar and he'll sit next to a lady and say, so what kind of drink are you going to buy me tonight?
Oh, it's the worst. What an awful pickup line.
I would get up and leave the bar. I would be like, no.
That's such a crap line.
That is definitely a pickup. Don't.
That guy is going to be single until he finally hooks up with somebody, and then that girl is going to be miserable.
Well, just on strategy alone, it's just not very good.
He sucks.
Somebody else said when I was younger, I was a hostess, and I had a guy walk behind me, and he tripped, which I thought was, wow, okay, are you all right? And then he got up and turned around and said, I'm just falling for you. It didn't work, and I was dying laughing. I still am to this day, and I remember it. But
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I could see Bird doing that.
With the right combination, it could work.
With the right drunk friends encouraging you.
And the right girl, and the right situation. But you gotta pick your moments.
And the right amount of beer in your belly.
We got text here from a good-looking FedEx driver. Can I hit on somebody from my truck? Is that a Do or don't. Good-looking FedEx driver hits you up in traffic.
I think you can wave. I think you can flirt. I don't think you can go hardcore, though. I think that you got to be super careful because you're on the job.
Okay.
You don't want to be reported.
It's just that's just it. I
Be
mean,
careful.
UPS, there's nowhere to hide. They know what your car looks like. You don't even have a door. They know what you look like.
Mm-hmm.
If someone gets all mad and creeped out, you could lose your job.
You're better off flirting not at her house, too, because that might be a little bit creepy to her and intimidating and scary, especially if she lives alone. This guy's hitting on me. He knows where I live. Oh, my gosh, he's going to come back and murder me. I mean, the things that run through our head, you don't want to do that.
When you're hitting on somebody, you're taking a chance. You know, you could hit on somebody and they could be married, they could have a boyfriend, and that's okay if you're not on the job. Now you're the UPS guy,
Right.
you're possibly
Okay.
asking a married woman.
So we're throwing a lot of caution at that.
Yeah.
If you're a good-looking guy, we get it, you're a FedEx driver, but yeah, just maybe don't. A couple other points here with the do's and don'ts of hitting on a woman that some people had texted into us, which I thought was kind of good, is somebody had said here in their text, which kind of like lays it out. They said being hit on by somebody more attractive feels better because it usually implies that you meet higher standards. They're not hitting on everybody because of desperation. And that does play out. Somebody had texted in too and said that there are actually books that you can get on these kind of things if you're trying to up your game and be better at picking people up.
There's videos on YouTube as well.
Mm-hmm. So if you're trying to do it, somebody recommended the book The Mystery Method. That's something to go check out. So there you go. All right. Well, thank you for all the pointers on the do's and don'ts of trying to pick somebody up. Now, pretty much everything we got here is don'ts.
There's never been a do.
Yeah, there's not any do's in this. This is don'ts, so don't get confused here. Just so you know, these are the misconnections, people that were trying to pick somebody up, and probably for good reason it fell through. So then they're so desperate they go online and try to pick them up there. And it doesn't probably work there very often either. This is an interesting one with a guy looking for a female, and apparently they had met at Lance's Thanksgiving orgy.
Oh.
Okay.
Lance was hosting an orgy?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
I don't know
one.
if it was with that title or if it turned into that or what's going on here. I guess you can try to figure this out. The post said, yeah, I'm looking for a girl named Emily who formerly went to UCF. We had made sweet and passionate love last Thanksgiving. Well, long story short, you ate Thanksgiving dinner off of my chiseled body. We were at Lance's sex party in Lauderdale, and things kind of got out of hand when Lance brought out that turkey leg.
Oh. Lance.
Lance, where are you putting that at?
I mean, what the hell?
You were willing to do it all, and I've never forgotten you. Lance will give me your information due to your pending court case, but don't worry, I know you're innocent.
What did she do?
I don't know.
Besides the turkey.
My pending rap sheet.
Is doing a turkey leg a crime?
That's a great question.
You're not capable of doing the things that they are accusing you of doing. I know that for a fact. You're a good-hearted human.
He don't know
You
nothing.
don't know? He met her at the turkey orgy.
He porked her, and now he thinks he knows everything she's about.
How's he?
Whatever. These orgy people are stupid.
If you're around this Thanksgiving, I'd love to start what we didn't finish. I have plenty of turkey legs, so let's complete our freaky fun. Hit me up, Emily. I miss your kind of crazy.
Oh man, I want to know what she did.
She's a wild girl.
Pending court cases.
She is a wild girl. Look out. Here is an interesting invitation, a Thanksgiving proposal. It says, I will pay someone $150 an hour to dress up like a pilgrim and give out erotic massages.
Nice.
You must be a male between the ages of 18 and 25. And you must be okay with getting naked. You'll be working on important and rich elderly men. These are men who have non-traditional desires and who would like to keep their kinks private. Here is a list of activities that you will be expected to participate in, i.e. spanking, flogging, massaging, toe sucking, fondling, candle wax burning, and tickling. If the men desire anything else, you can work out your own private deal with them. Just please send all your info with a picture of your face, stomach, and, of course, your genitals. Please make sure that your picture is current and no overweight men, please. Let's get my sexy pilgrims paid.
I mean, you got honey in your voice today, my man.
Yeah, that's some Palm Beach stuff right there. There's going to be some weird, twisted Thanksgiving parties going on in the Palm Beach.
I mean, that sounds like some Epstein's weird stuff.
Yeah.
There's some weird stuff.
I can't.
Going on there. Yeah. How much are they paying now?
It sounded like
Are you willing to put on a pilgrim outfit?
We got to talk about the toe sucking.
Look, I've got pilgrim outfits.
Yeah. Okay. How much are they paying? Daddy needs hair.
This hair ain't cheap.
I think they lost you at the toe sucking.
They did.
Everything else, I think you can get through.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Toe sucking. And another interesting invitation on the misconnections here. This one says, I'm into cosplay and sex with strangers. The Thanksgiving this year, I will be dressing up as a slutty turkey. I don't have anything lined up in my calendar yet, so I'm looking for someone to be naughty with. I am in the Pompano Beach area for any of you bad South Florida turkey lovers out there. Gobble, gobble. I'll supply the meat and you supply the gravy, if you catch my drift. Don't let me be all alone this Thanksgiving, just dressed up as this very loose turkey. I'll be waiting for you to just come into my apartment and take charge. I'll even leave the door unlocked. My final question for all of you Thanksgiving lovers out there: who wants to stuff this turkey? I'll send you an address if you're interested. Please bring your own protection.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of an awkward time to wear a turkey costume.
Yeah. It just, you look like the guy that wrote that.
Don't stuff this turkey, please.
Yeah. You better walk carefully. A few little Friday feel-goods here for you. Give you a little shout-out for the week. Nice little positive thing to take us into the weekend. Panchita, she in the chat room said that my Feel Good Friday is today is the FIU commencement, and I earned a BA, and I'm currently finishing up my first semester in MA, whatever that might be.
Panchita.
Panchita.
Where you at, Virginia?
Panchita sounds delicious.
Yeah?
It sounds like
Okay.
pancetta, which I love.
Now if we're going to eat our listeners, but
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about delicious meat.
We might get another lawsuit if we start eating our listeners.
Somebody said I fell off my horse 6 weeks ago. I broke 5 ribs, my collarbone, and my lung collapsed.
Damn.
But now I've rebounded, can do almost everything that I used to. That is quite an injury.
I like that because they're taking a negative and they're still being positive.
They've recovered. That's
I love
nice.
it.
Yeah, they're pretty much back. Boy, he's going to be down for today and maybe this weekend. Jason Pickleface Pizzle from the chat room is getting snip this morning at 8:30.
Pickle face, dude. I'm sorry. Ice those boys down.
He is. They're going to be snipping around the pickle.
Wonder how long that takes to recover. So if he has to get up and go pee, does he dread getting up and walking? Is it that bad?
I think I kind of heard a long weekend, like a 2 to 3 day kind of thing. The first day is, I think, kind of the worst. Maybe the second, it's kind of sore. And yes, I think you're looking at about a 2 to 3 day recovery. So a lot of guys will do it on a Friday and kind of chill for the weekend.
Jason Pickleface, if you're listening, if the cold ice is too much, do frozen peas on your crotch. It's not as bad and it still gets the job done.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. And a shout out to the West Boynton Football League varsity Seminoles. They are going to the Super Bowl tomorrow. So they got the Little League Super Bowls and all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people are betting on that thing. I want in.
I don't know.
I want in on this action.
I don't know if Palm Beach does it so much, but I know in Miami-Dade, that's been an ongoing story and kind of a problem. There's a few documentaries. It's funny because, boy, you look at some of the games they got going on in Miami-Dade, and there are guys under the bleachers, no lie, putting money on. And they did, I think the Billy Corbin documentary on the U was all about that, where some of the players talking about, it was so weird because you were like 9 years old, and these guys in the stands are screaming at you or hustling you down in the parking lot, being like, going, dude, you cost me $300 or whatever. Like, I'm 9, man.
That's your bad.
Right.
If you're betting on a 9-year-old's baseball game, the problem's not me, it's you.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's rampant everywhere, but they at
Who's
least
shaking
used
down
to.
a 9-year-old?
It's crazy, isn't
Get
it?
a grip.
It's
Time is
important
money.
stuff.
Money is time, Virginia. Let's go.
Yep.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. There you go. Do want to direct you to our KVJ Show Facebook page. Brooke from Port St. Lucie, she sent us a text and she said, I just got a puppy last week and I still haven't been able to come up with a name for her. Please help me.
Aww.
And you got to see this puppy. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful little dog that is. I don't know. Is that like a pit bull? Is that what that is?
Looks like it.
Yeah. How about that?
You know what
How
I'm
adorable.
seeing? I'm seeing Miyagi.
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 Miyagi is the dog's name?
That's what
Okay.
I'm seeing.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Jaybird's got his suggestion. If you got one as well, we got that post you can go and check out on the KVJ Show Facebook page.
Do you like Miyagi or do you like cheese sauce better?
I'll go Miyagi.
There's a book, A Dog Named Cheese. Rocco's got it.
I love it. I support that.
Cheese is a great name for a dog.
Cheese. Okay. Yeah, somebody said in that song it was a squeaky toy that messed up my dog.
They love those squeaky toys, man. That will turn Chewy's mood around.
Yeah, well, he was standing over his own squeaky toy, they said in the text, and then that played, and then he started looking at the squeaky toy because it made a noise. He thought on his own. He's like, huh?
Aw,
How did that happen?
that's adorable.
It is. All right, what do you think about this? They say, I was told to get what I want, and now I did the wrong thing. This email we got said, my girlfriend's friend paid off her student loans and decided to celebrate by taking 1 month of loan payments worth of money and treating some friends to dinner. Now, there were 6 of us, including her. So when we all sat down, she told us that the money was specifically set aside for this dinner. So, as she said, please order whatever you want. She also ordered several appetizers for the table and said that she would pay for up to 2 alcoholic drinks per person. The restaurant was a mid-range steakhouse, and from previous conversations with my girlfriend, I knew that the friend's monthly loan payment was about $500. So she had that amount set aside for the dinner. So doing the math, $500 divided by 6, that's basically $83 per person. So we could all basically spend $83 to stay within our own personal range. So after doing the quick mental math and coming up with the threshold, I decided to order the ribeye, and I added a lobster tail to my entree, which did not exceed $83. At the time, nobody said anything about it, but when we got home, my girlfriend lit into me and said that I embarrassed her and that I took advantage of her friend. I told her that her friend had said to get whatever we wanted, and I explained to her that the math worked out so it was okay. My girlfriend's argument is that get whatever you want doesn't mean a second entree, and that I should have gotten the surf and turf if I wanted lobster. My belief is that get whatever you want means exactly that, get whatever you want.
I like that he did the math and came up with the 83, but the 83 also includes the alcoholic beverages. So, yeah, you may not have gone over 83 with your entree and the lobster tail, but when you add in 2 glasses of wine or 2 cocktails, you probably did go over the 83. You need to check yourself, son.
I mean, I would assume that the way he's writing this up, that he would add everything together. He's got to be smart enough to do that, to know that, okay, whatever I got, my own personal deficit
Is
in this dinner
$83.
is $83. I'm getting that he would have added that up, that he's smart enough to get to that.
Well, does get what you want really mean get what you want, or
Because
is there some weird rules
I
that
think
come
what
with?
her point is that you basically ordered 2 entrees, and it made it look like you were just kind of like piling on.
It does. I agree with her. She's right.
I don't agree with her. I feel like when somebody gives you the offer, and if he figured it out with the $83 and he's under that whole thing,
Right.
He didn't do anything wrong.
But this is not a wealthy girl. This is a girl that's just doing this special dinner for everybody. You know she's not rolling in the dough. It's different when somebody says, order whatever you want, and you know they're really, really wealthy and they don't care, or that they have a smaller budget and you should be more conservative and not order two things. A ribeye and a lobster tail is super excessive.
I mean, don't offer things you don't want people to cash in on, though. You
a ribeye is a full-ass meal.
I get it. It's not the coolest thing to do. It's like when people say, don't get me anything for my birthday. Don't get me a thing. And then you don't get them anything for their birthday. And then they're mad at you for not getting it. Well, you say what you mean.
Yeah.
If you don't want me to get the surf and turf and...
No, she wanted him to get the surf and turf. He ordered two entrees.
Okay, I get it, Fancy Pants. I'm just saying, if someone's saying get what you want and then you do what they say, you really you can't get mad at that person.
No.
Although I get it that it's tacky. I agree with the witch. It's tacky. You shouldn't get two entrees, but you also shouldn't offer something and then they get all butthurt when people cash in on it.
Well, she didn't get butthurt. The girlfriend's embarrassed.
That's what I'm saying. She got butthurt.
If that was my man, I would be embarrassed too.
So you see what she's saying.
Absolutely.
And I'm trying to, but I can see where this guy's coming from. I'm like, okay.
He should have got the surf
I did
and
the
turf.
math, but the math, it's all about the money. It doesn't, I mean, you're looking at semantics of, okay, maybe I ordered two entrees, but when we're talking about the fiscal issue, which is what should matter, I didn't break the bank on this. I didn't go over and go into someone else's portion. I stayed within the boundaries of where I should have. So what does it matter? What if I wanted to get 5 appetizers?
And if this was a real court case, we have to know every little what if he didn't order 2 drinks? What if he didn't have an appetizer? What if he only got surf and turf? And
I think the bottom line is he stayed under $83 is what he's trying to say.
With food and drinks?
I think the way he's written this whole thing out, because he really makes point of the $83, and it says without going over. $83 without going over. So he makes that point. So he can't write this email and make that point if he went over $83. So he stayed under $83 from everything I read in this email.
I'm just saying, if I make this big proclamation going, I am buying dinner for everybody, and everybody gets to buy whatever you want, and then everyone gets what they want, and I get the bill, and then I'm all pissed off because everyone did what I said, that's on the person. Don't offer things then. I get that it's tacky. Yeah, don't order 2 entrees, but also don't be surprised when people order 2 entrees.
What Virginia's saying is true. The girlfriend is embarrassed, and she thinks that 4 other people were looking at him with those snide eyes of, oh, okay, you're going to pile on to the generosity of buying you a meal. You're going to take full advantage. Because if you were out by yourself getting a meal, you're not going to order 2 different entrees, steak in one, lobster in the other. At least make it look good and combine them into one.
Because then you need to set up parameters. Guys, you can only spend up to $35, 1 entree. Come up with your rules, because this is what's going to happen if you don't.
It's like he's broken some unwritten rule of social manners.
He's tone deaf.
And that's apparently what this is.
And she's right, and he's tone deaf.
Okay. What do you think? How would you rule in this? Is he a jerk? Did he go over the limit?
He's not a jerk. He just is tone deaf.
Okay.
Well, so is the...
That's what I want to know. Yeah,
don't offer things
who's clueless? Who's right? Who's wrong here? Because he said it's an ongoing fight that I just want to try to end, and it keeps coming up.
Well, it's also the fight needs to end. It's really...
And she won't let it. And that's why he's like, I've had enough.
Well, is he going to, whichever way it rules that we come up with, own it? Like if people say it is tone deaf, dude, is he going to then apologize?
I think he'd probably be like, all right.
Because he needs to.
Okay. All right.
Virginia's very mad at this.
He was in the wrong there.
I think some people are kind of clueless, and he's one of them.
Okay. All right. That's what I want to hear. How do people look at this?
And also, don't offer things you can't afford.
This could easily probably bite me in the behind, and I think you as well, Jay Bird.
Put limits.
We're just dumb guys.
Yes, you actually are.
Okay. 877.
Well, you're a bitter woman. How about that? We may be dumb, but you're just bitter.
877-979-WRMF. Give us your thoughts here, 877-979-9763 at the KVJ Show.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Wow, let me just tell you, people are going crazy over this. There is a lot of response. It's surprising to me. Got an email from this dude who went out to dinner with his girlfriend and her friend. There were 6 people in total, and she had just paid off her student loans, and she was going to take 1 month's worth of the payments, about $500, and buy dinner for everybody at a mid-range steakhouse. He did the math. He figured, okay, I got $83, so I was told to get whatever I want. So he got a ribeye, and then he ordered a lobster tail. And his girlfriend is like, you embarrassed me. That was so tacky. That was terrible. He's like, look, my bill was under the $83. If you take 500 divided by 6, $83. I don't get what the problem is. Stop hounding me on this. The fact that he's just not giving in to saying, okay, yeah, I see your point. It was tacky. It's driving her crazy.
That's why she's hot, because now that she's explained to him why you shouldn't do that, he's doubling down.
He is.
He's calling a radio station.
Yeah, emailing
a radio. I mean, dude.
I'm really, to me, I saw that and I'm like, okay, to me, it does make some logical sense. And I guess what it was, she's like, if anything, you order the surf and turf, you order 2 entrees, basically, I guess is how it worked out. And that's what she said is bad. That's where it became tacky. And his argument is like, who cares? As long as I stay under $83 and I was told to get what I want. Now, I thought that, hey, probably a lot of people are like, it's not that big a deal. But boy, a lot of people are really hammering down on this guy. The text messages are reading like, yeah, he's tone deaf. He went too far. He's a D. Does he order this way when he's paying? It's about respect and taking advantage of somebody's generosity.
I don't think he's a D. I just think he is tone deaf. He did a dumb thing, but now he's making it worse by doubling down and not listening to his very reasonable girl.
People want to know, did he take into consideration tip and tax? That's Lisa from Pompano.
I don't think he did. I don't even know if he took.
It's a good question.
Did he take into consideration cocktails? He didn't say that either.
Well, he did say that she had given, you can have up to 2 cocktails and all that. And the way he keeps hitting the $83, I think he's very proud of himself that he, at least in his own mind, added up and his meal did not go past $83. Now, the tip and tax is the question. And
with tip and tax, he's going to be over.
We don't even know where they ate at, guys. I mean, this could be Outback Steakhouse, and you could eat like a king for $83.
It's a mid-range steakhouse. Yeah. And somebody said, to think about this too, did she give them $83 to spend? Which I think the answer is no, she did not. He's doing the math himself. She said it's not like she had handed you $83. Some people are saying you were excessive in what you did.
Your girlfriend's right. Just admit that you messed up. It's okay. But you should just own it and be like, okay, yeah, I shouldn't have ordered 2 entrees.
Well, this really shouldn't be a big deal at all. I mean, on both ends. She says you shouldn't have ordered that. He goes, well, I didn't know. I thought, blah, 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 sorry. And it really should be the end of it.
But he never said sorry. And he's doubling down. And he's writing us. And he's wrong.
And that's kind of it. I think it's just nobody wants to concede that they were on the wrong side of this. Now, there are some arguments on the other side. It's not just all one side. I'd say a majority of the texts coming in are against the guy that sent us the email, but some are saying Virginia's an idiot. He ordered what he wanted and stayed under his limit. His girlfriend is the psycho. Somebody said he didn't order 2 entrees. He added a lobster tail. That is common at steakhouses. That's not really that bad. Shouldn't look sideways at that. The girlfriend has the wrong perspective on that. And Vanessa in Fort Lauderdale said that he's absolutely not wrong because he followed the parameters of what the girl said. If she had specific instructions, you got to let somebody know about that.
You do have to let people know that because people will add on a lobster tail if you don't.
Well, you know who you have to let know? Tone deaf people. Because the rest of us get it. The rest of us wouldn't do that. She's not a wealthy woman. She put this special money aside for this special dinner. I don't think he factored in tax or tip from the way it sounds. He's tone deaf on this one.
If I give the offering of anybody can order whatever they want, I'm also not going to be surprised when I get the bill and everyone orders what they want. If I say you can order whatever you want and then I get pissy when somebody
You left it loose and
I
open
left it
for
loose.
interpretation.
It's really on me.
Yeah, and this is kind of interesting too. Somebody texted and said, this is a debate that will end couples because basically it defines the type of character you are.
It does.
And it seems like they're on opposite ends here. And the dude definitely shouldn't have done that, they say in the text. But these are one of those things where you might start reconsidering your relationship, saying, you know what, if they can't quite see this, that it was tone deaf, that it was tacky, that it was whatever, maybe we just don't sync up.
So I agree. You shouldn't take advantage of someone's generosity, but you also got to have parameters on that stuff. You can't just say order what you want.
Spencer's on here from Wellington. What's your thought on this, Spencer?
Spencer?
And then?
And then.
And then? Okay. I don't know if he can't hear us or what's going on
We
there,
can
but
hear him, though. Is he just breathing?
I don't know
That's
what's going on.
creepy.
What are you wearing?
Spencer.
He was saying that it's tacky, but the budget is way off. I don't know how he means the budget is way off, unless you know the menu and the prices, but...
It just depends where they went, too. Because, I mean, I've been to places where a ribeye is like $60 by itself. And then when you add on a lobster tail, that's like $25. And then you add a glass of wine, well, those are $15 each. And then you add on tax and tip, and we're well over $100.
Okay.
It just depends where they went.
Yeah, and depending upon where they went to is probably the procedure on how you would be ordering a ribeye and then a lobster tail, because a lot of people are saying, usually you just add that to your entree and it's not that big a deal.
It's usually not a big deal if you add the lobster tail. Adding on is just an add-on usually.
But he ordered the biggest steak on the menu. The ribeye is a massive cut of meat,
okay.
and it's
Is that usually the big dog?
It's very expensive. So you got a ribeye that's big and expensive, and then you add a full-on lobster tail, and it's a standalone for some people.
Okay. Yeah, see, I don't get them fancy steaks.
I've seen it at Outback. If you do it at Outback, it's pretty cheap.
Okay. Yeah, I usually order
People
whatever.
usually do it at Outback Steakhouse, but Outback Steakhouse is
that
considered
mid-range?
That's a fancy restaurant to me.
Well, yeah, and that's why I'm. So, Mr. Quest over here.
I mean,
what is a mid-range? Is this an Outback a mid-range?
I don't know.
Or is Okeechobee Steakhouse a mid-range, or is that fine? Because their steaks are expensive.
Okeechobee Steakhouse, I would put up. That's inexpensive.
I go in there flossing like I'm a big dog, and I get those $5 appetizers they have at the bar, and then they bring along the meat menu. I'm like, you want to see me get nervous and squirmy real quick?
$58 for a steak.
Sometimes it's more than that, Virginia.
I love Outback because the sides are included.
Well, I went big boy at the bar, up there, and then they finally sat us down. They brought the menus, and I'm squirming like, how do I get out of here?
Pull the fire alarm.
I know. I was looking. I'm like, I got to get out of here. I can't afford this. Please, somebody do something.
Yeah, it would help to know where this place was. Can you write him back and ask?
Well,
him?
if it's
I'm just kind of
mid-range,
curious what mid-range is.
Outback's mid-range.
Okay, Outback's mid-range.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So anyway, there we go. But a lot of questions on this. I'm surprised by the overall verdict and how lopsided it was against him. So there you go, dude. You lost, loser.
But now's the time to just apologize and make peace. You don't have to make this a big deal because it's really not if you own it and apologize.
You know what I saw on the Steakhouse tip? The Morton's of Chicago shut down.
I saw that.
Yeah, we got a Morton's in Palm Beach, but
Morton's is great.
They have like 70, I think, and they usually go in fancy spots, like your Palm Beaches. But the original in Chicago just shut its doors because of the pandemic.
That's huge.
That's big steak news, Virginia.
I know. I saw it and it shocked me.
Yeah, this just in steak news.
And believe it or not, the best thing at Morton's is the crab cake. Oh. They're a steakhouse, but their crab cake is phenomenal.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
And they do a happy hour at Morton's, not to go on and on, but they have really good pricing for happy hour.
All these steakhouses, all of them, Roost Chris, Morton's, and Okeechobee Steakhouse.
Yep.
If you go to the bar, they do like $5 appetizers. So you see Cheap Kev, I'm always at the bar, and then when they bring along the big dog menu, I'm bolting out the back door.
I'm full.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Then you see me climbing out a window. That's how I roll. All right, how well do you know the show? Coming up this weekend, starting to do some social activities. Palm Beach Improv is doing some stuff. Adam Carolla is going to be in town. He has a very popular podcast. He's been on a lot of TV shows as well.
You went and watched his podcast before. You said it was fascinating.
He's a funny guy. He's very quick-witted. He tells a great story. He's got a very successful podcast. I've been a lifelong fan of Adam Carolla.
And they tape it live at the Improv?
What I saw was the stand-up. It was before he did his cruise. They were doing a cruise out of Fort Lauderdale, and they had all their super fans were there, and he flew into town and greeted all them on stage, and so I went to that event. And it was good. He's just, like I said, he's very funny.
Is him and Jimmy Kimmel still friends?
Yeah,
they are.
I think so. I don't know if there's any rift there. Yeah, he'll be on his show a good bit. They seem like they still will team up for little side projects here and there. They seem to enjoy each other from their man show days. So we got some tickets for that. You just got to tell us whose post this is from on social media from the KVJ show. First post here. They wrote, surfboards are just cafeteria trays for sharks. Think about that the next time you hang 10, bruh.
Damn.
Who put that out there?
Pretty deep.
Somebody else put out, did you know that if you freeze water in a bottle that it will explode all over your crotch 2 hours later when you partially open it in the car? Me either. Okay. Somebody else posted up, what if lions were vegan and they just really enjoyed hunting? Just something to think about.
Damn.
Yeah, deep. And somebody else said, I'm not looking for anyone to feel sorry for me ever. I'm just over here shaming bitches on Twitter for being dumb. Hopefully the dummy sees this and they don't pull their mask down to talk to anyone, including the deli manager anymore. Same team, bruh. Okay.
Sounds aggressive.
It does. Okay, we are going to be hooking you up some tickets. Go check out the Improv this weekend. Be interesting to see how they're doing it. I haven't been out since the whole pandemic thing. Be interesting to see because this weekend you got Adam Carolla. He's going to be there doing stand-up and taping his podcast. And that's what we got tickets for. Danny's will work that out for you. You just got to tell us which KVJ show member put this up on their posts. So you just need names in the right order. First post, surfboards are just cafeteria trays for sharks. Think about that the next time you hang 10, bruh. Then second post, who put this up? Did you know that if you freeze water in a bottle that it would explode all over your crotch 2 hours later when you partially open it in the car? Me either. Third post, what if lions were vegan and they just really enjoyed hunting? Just something to think about. And post 4, I'm not looking for anyone to feel sorry for me ever. I'm just over here shaming bitches on Twitter for being dumb. Hopefully the dummy sees this and they don't pull their mask down to talk to anyone, including the deli manager anymore. Same team, bruh.
Man, that's quite the tweet. It's a firestorm.
It is.
Yeah, like it's well written.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's aggressive.
Yeah.
It's everything you want.
Yeah. Okay, well, call in if you know and you want those tickets, 877-979-WRMF.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, in Australia, they say that outdoor parties are limited to 30 people. So we want to have an outdoor party, but 30 people is just too small. But did you see here? It says an outdoor wedding can have 150. Sounds like Australia is doing the same kind of dumb rules we are here in America. So you can do an outdoor party, but no more than 30 people. But if it's a wedding, for some reason, coronavirus doesn't infect.
Well, Corona loves love, and it would respect love.
Oh, is that it? How do people know the personality of this virus so well?
It would back up.
It is weird what the virus chooses to attack.
Yeah.
Weddings, you're cool, man.
Yeah, if it's a wedding, 150, but if it's just a party, well, then that's only 30.
If you want to have Thanksgiving dinner with your loved ones, that's off limits.
Well, people drink at a party, and people don't drink at weddings. Oh, wait.
Yeah. So, that's part of weddings.
I do love this workaround. Two dudes wound up getting married, even though they're both straight. They just wanted to have a party for their high school graduation that had more than 30 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they went all the way. That's pretty impressive. Well, I don't know if they went all the way. That would be consummating, but maybe they did. A family has sued Tyson Foods after a worker at one of their plants in Iowa died from the coronavirus, and the suit reveals that the supervisors were making bets on how many workers were going to catch the virus.
Oh, no, they did not.
Yeah, they did.
That ain't good.
Oh, my God.
By the way, Tyson nuggets, Tyson nuggets kind of smell like farts. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah. Not a big fan.
Not a fan of the fart nuggets? No. Yeah, okay. Well, good news and bad news about Groundhog Day next year. The good news is you'll still be able to see that little old groundhog. The bad news is you won't be able to do it in person. They canceled the annual ceremony. Now it's going to be a virtual event with no crowd.
Yeah, Puxatawny, he'll still be around next year.
Do people really get jacked up for that still?
They
Locally,
do up north.
yes, they do.
Yeah, it's a bigger deal up north. Well, especially in that area. One, it's big. It's a big tourist event.
Huge.
So that is tough for Punxsutawney because they make a lot of money off of it. But if you live up in the cold and gray, for us, I look forward to the cooler weather here, but it's not the same kind of, I got to get out of the cold and gray and nasty. And so they really are wishing for an early spring. So I don't think the groundhog's ever right, so I don't even know why they care. But
But he sure is cute.
yeah, he's cute. Okay. There's a charter boat captain in Tampa who poked a manatee with a fishing rod. And I didn't realize that, but I guess it is a federal crime to harass manatees, and they deem that is harassing a manatee.
And they should, because we're all fanatees on this show. You don't mess with the manatees.
Don't poke it with a stick. What are you doing?
Well, he said he was only trying to help the manatee, which had a worm or a fishing lure stuck to its back. He's a charter boat captain, and so he said he was trying to help out the manatee and was using the fishing rod to do that.
Okay, well, that's different.
And what they had was a drone overhead. Somebody captured that video, and they're like, oh, shame, I know your name. And they posted it up on social media and went viral.
Well, that's got to suck if you really are trying to save the manatee, and that's the only way you can save him.
That's what he says.
And then you get shamed.
He got shamed.
Oh, man.
And now he's got to do 50 hours of community service.
Dang. So you leave a hook in the manatee's back? You're not supposed to try to get it out?
Well, the fact that he got 50 hours, did they go back? Let's investigate what he was doing on this footage.
Well, that to me seems, if you're talking about it was a federal crime, you could be looking at, I think they were talking about at least like a $2,000 fine, maybe more. You could be looking at time. And so I think the 50 hours is like, okay, we don't really know. We're believing you kind of. Community service helps everybody out, and, we don't want to, say if you got a good excuse, you can harass manatees. So he got a little something, but it feels like a slap on the wrist.
What an awful day that would be if he was really trying to help the manatee. You're seeing this manatee struggle. That's got to be awful. Then you get blamed for the manatee.
He says he won't do it anymore.
Dang.
He's just, if manatee could have a bear trap on its fin, and he's just going to leave it.
They're such a beautiful creature.
They are. I know. So stop fishing for them. There's a Texas woman that got arrested for allegedly punching a police officer who was trying to impound her potbelly pig. They don't play in Texas.
Oh, my. What a mess.
Yeah,
There's a pig and a punch.
Yeah, a pig and a punch. And crazy stuff. Boy, I got to tell you, I was just checking on our Facebook page. People love them some dogs. They love trying to name dogs, too.
I know.
That cute little puppy that we've got up there.
I thought we were going with Miyagi.
Well, she wanted to get a bunch of different options.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Miyagi for the doggy.
Yeah, over about 100 suggestions already. So if you want to go see it on Facebook. There's another cute dog here, a Chihuahua mix named Presley. Went from living in an animal shelter to a glamorous life of manicures, trips to the beach, custom outfits, and fine dining.
Wow.
Yeah, the Floridian Rebecca Shelton that rescued him now has a wardrobe for him worth over $10,000, and he doesn't go out anywhere unless he's dressed.
That's adorable.
And apparently Presley loves glasses. So Presley's always in some kind of different,
Does he love glasses?
You know what? I'm looking at his demeanor, and he looks like I'm proud. It seems like he's loving it. Coming from a shelter to all this primping and everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it feels like you're torturing dogs and you dress them up, but Presley, the Chihuahua mix, looked like he was loving it. There is a mom that is demanding that a babysitter pay $300 in emotional support because apparently they had a babysitter that was feeding her kids McNuggets, and her kids are only strictly vegans.
They weren't Tyson McNuggets, were they?
I don't know. It says McNuggets. I'd assume McDonald's. And she's like, how dare you? My kids are vegan.
Oh, but those kids love those nuggets.
I can't believe this, Mom. I want to go back to McDonald's.
I need $300 in emotional support for my children because they're scarred.
It is messed up if the mom told you, you know, we're vegan, and then you purposely give the chicken nuggies.
No, you're right, it is.
The kids ain't vegan no more. Like, Mom, I want McNuggets.
It's messed up yet funny.
There's a gym teacher in the UK that's been fired after she got drunk before chaperoning the school's senior prom and started flashing some of the male students.
Can't do that.
Oh, boy.
Keep it together. Oh, my God.
It sounds like fun, huh?
What was she drinking?
Good question.
Moonshine?
Good question.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of crazy. There's a high school football head coach in Maryland that suffered a heart attack during halftime of his team's last game of the season.
Oh, my.
But instead of heading straight to the hospital, he opted to stick around, and he led his team to a 53-0 loss. Might explain the heart attack.
53-0.
At that point, be like, why do you need me?
You better off going to the hospital, bruh.
Yeah. After doing an interview with his players after the game, his wife took him to the ER.
He did an interview?
Yes.
This guy's dumb.
That's crazy.
If I was his wife, I would be like, you're an idiot. Get in the car right now.
Hold on, what was the final score on that?
53-0.
I mean, that is an ass whooping.
That's crazy. This is a pretty calm dude. Dude in Pennsylvania told a random woman that she was special and that he wanted someone like her in his life.
Aww.
This happened outside of a restaurant on Tuesday. It was very sweet. Unfortunately, her husband overheard that compliment. We were talking about the do's and don'ts of picking up. Don't try to pick up a woman whose husband is standing nearby who has a metal spiked mace. He will attack your car with it.
Oh, my.
You ever seen those things that like a knight carries? It's like on a chain and you swing it around.
That's the ball with the
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. He took it to the guy's car.
Oh, boy.
That person, they're the most unhinged person. That kind of person.
I could not be with a guy like that.
Well, they're taking medieval weapons now. What are they doing?
Well, who just has a medieval weapon in their car ready for someone to hit on their wife?
I
that
mean,
seems like a problem to me.
People are going to hit on your wife if she's pretty, as long as they don't get like super aggressive. I mean, if they just say, hey, did the guy that was hitting on her get super aggressive? Aggression should match aggression.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
So if he was just saying she was pretty and he'd like to take her out, that really doesn't deserve a ball and chain to
Doesn't
a
feel
car.
like
Now, that action would be okay if it was the 4th century, but it's not.
Sean's on here from Port St. Lucie. He's going to tell us who did the post here. All right, Sean, the first post from the KVJ show. Which member of the show put up on their social media, surfboards are just cafeteria trays for sharks? Think about that next time you hang 10, bruh. What do you think, Sean?
That would be Bird.
Yeah. That would be
Bird.
Bird. He's
Oh,
cracking
yeah.
a beer.
Yeah,
All
Feel
right.
Good Friday, right?
It is.
Who posted up, did you know that if you freeze water in a bottle that it will explode all over your crotch 2 hours later when you partially open it in the car? Me either.
That would be you, Kevin.
Okay, a translation, that would be you, Kevin. And your phone's a little sketchy. Denny's posted up, what if the lions were vegan and they just really enjoyed hunting? Just something to think about. And I'll let you take the last one here, Sean. I'm not looking for anyone to feel sorry for me ever. I'm just over here shaming bitches on Twitter for being dumb. Hopefully the dummy sees this and they don't pull their mask down to talk to anyone, including the deli manager anymore. Same team, bruh. Sean, who posted that?
Vicious V.
Vicious V.
Was Vicious V overserved when that tweet happened?
No, I don't think I was.
That's pure passion.
Sober and mean.
Yeah. It was a weekday. I had my children.
Sober and mean. It's a good album name.
Don't cross me. Not in the Publix. Not today.
All right, Sean, you got Adam Kroll tickets, okay, bud?
Thank you. Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, we're going to be going into Thanksgiving next week, and I was just kind of curious. You know hot buttons with people. You know what kind of gets them wound up and gets them going.
Third of the day.
Yeah. It's not always politics, coronavirus, religion. Sometimes there's just something else. You know, hey, if you bring that up, like if you sexualize Jaybird's dog, it's not going to go over well.
Or if you call him deaf.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, my dog's not deaf.
Yeah.
You're painting a terrible, wrong picture for my dog.
So you can
Simmer
see.
down. It was just an example.
Example one, you can see here.
Why don't you have some beer?
So
You don't want that.
on Facebook, we asked the question, what is the topic you don't want to touch with your family, or else it will cause a massive fight at the Thanksgiving Day table? And it can't be politics, coronavirus, or religion.
God,
Or masks.
Yes, or that's coronavirus. That's
None
all
of that.
grandfathered in.
There's a family I know. There was a football game. One team was going for the other team. The other, you can't bring that game up. They start to fight about it. That game was 15 years ago.
That's exactly what we're talking about. So hit us up with that. 877-979-WRMF next at the KVJ Show. There are just some things you know when you sit around a table with your family, you just don't bring up. Now, in 2020, a lot of that's probably going to do with politics, thoughts on the coronavirus and how it's being handled. Religion, a lot of times, is a slippery slope. But there are just some things that are very personal to your own family that you just know that this is a sensitive subject. Don't touch it. So that's what we're asking here. What is the topics that you just really should not touch with your family? If you sat down, you know if you brought this up, it would immediately start a massive fight.
Tell us on the radio, so when they hear it, they'll call you all mad.
Well, you can say it right now and then you don't address it.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you could bring up somebody you might have dated, and maybe someone in your family also dated that person, and that could cause some
That'd be
tension.
a great example. That'd be a great example.
Yes.
Here's what the people are throwing at us right now on the KVJ Show Facebook page when we asked the question. Renee said, well, we don't bring up that my stepbrother and half-sister are a-holes. Okay. Yeah, I think, just, addressing that I'm sitting at a table with someone I don't really care for.
You're an a-hole. Please pass me the gravy.
Yeah.
The more siblings you have, the more chances one or two of them are an a-hole.
Well, it's pure numbers at that point.
Yes.
Percentages, baby.
The topic we don't touch because it would start an immediate fight. Maura says that my childhood was absolutely terrible and sucked.
Oh, good gosh.
Don't bring that.
Yeah, my
Dad,
childhood sucked. Could you pass the potatoes?
Remember that one time you forgot my birthday?
Cassandra said, telling my grandmother that I'd be moving in with my boyfriend before marriage.
Oh, yeah.
That would start a massive fight.
Grandma's old school, no hanky-panky before marriage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I get that. Same. Tina said, my husband telling our adult sons that they're unemployable with that facial hair.
I can see that.
You see that starting a big old fight?
Definitely.
Cassandra said, all you would have to say is the turkey is dry. Massive fight.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, if you got to be careful when you comment on people's cooking.
You better make sure that bird's wet.
Yeah, well, people were talking about it seems like really commenting on the food. This seems like a real touchy subject that will spark a fight at a lot of people's dinner table for Thanksgiving. Lindsay said, just saying, I brought mashed potatoes. That's interesting because that might be insulting to the cook that you don't think theirs is good enough?
If the cook prides themselves, like I do, on cooking everything, I like to do everything in-house. I don't do a potluck Thanksgiving, okay? No, that's not going on here.
And that would be very insulting if I came, hey, I brought mashed potatoes.
I'd be like, you MFer.
But here's my question,
Okay.
But what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to spare the feelings of the what if you make terrible mashed potatoes? They're the worst ever.
You bring mashed potatoes in my house, you're going to be wearing them.
Wow.
But what if you really do make the worst mashed potato, and everyone knows it, and they talk about you behind your back, and they go, gosh, I love mashed potatoes, but I hate Virginia's. How do we...
I think you got to take it. I think you got to take it. That's
gotta
it. You
take
can't
it.
say anything. You can't bring your own. You just got to take it.
So you have to lie to Virginia and say...
You have to lie. You can't insult the hostess when this is all she's got.
Yeah. Greg said if you said ketchup on mashed potatoes is delish, you would start a fight.
Yeah, that's gross.
Okay.
Some people like ketchup. People got to get over the whole ketchup thing.
No, I like to hold a grudge.
This is an interesting one. Nikki said the topic that they don't touch with their family would start a fight is you can't pinch a taco open. I'm not sure I know what that means, but apparently at her family's dinner table, that would start a fight.
But maybe it's one of those fun fights. I think some people, you're going to have a legit, damn you, Dad, kind of a fight. And then there's the fun kind of, oh, tacos.
It has, but I've seen, kind of to Virginia's point, of food preparation wars that somebody says you, like, for instance, like a mole, which is, something that the Mexicans eat. And I've seen some of the Mexican dishes done 2 different ways, and they're very passionate that it's done this way. No, it's done that way. And easily I could see if you mention that you don't make mole with this or something like that, it could cause a massive fight.
And a lot of times it's because there's an underlying thing between 2 females. And this is how you passively aggressively piss her off. If you know she takes pride in her mole, then you bring a mole. Or if you know she takes pride in her mashed potatoes.
Or if they're adding something to it, you're like, oh, you're putting...
Right.
Whatever it might be. And
if
you make a
she
face.
knows that she makes it to perfection and now you have to either alter it or bring a different one, that's your passive-aggressive way.
Okay. All right. Shelby from Royal Palm said that the thing that would start a fight at her table is, you don't have a gravy boat?
Even worse, have you ever been to a Thanksgiving dinner and there's no gravy? That will start a fight.
That will start a fight.
With 0 gravy.
I like to make a gravy from scratch, but I'm not a gravy person, and there have been years that I forgot to make a gravy. A gravy takes like 15 minutes to make. It's not a quick whip up.
I'm not saying we're going to get into a fight, but I'm not going to lie. That is a devastating blow to the Thanksgiving campaign.
I get
Mashed
it.
potatoes with no gravy.
Yeah.
I'm quietly, or at least talking to my brother going, can you believe there's no gravy here?
The topic you don't touch at Danielle's Thanksgiving Day table unless you want to fight is, you're opening the wine already?
Oh, because now you're alluding that they have an alcohol problem. You're not. You can't wait. You got to get your fixins so quick.
Guess what, jerk off teetotaler? I've been drinking since 6 a.m. when I started cooking.
Oh, that'd be terrible. You can't. There's like a certain time you got to wait to crack into the booze.
It's like when someone goes, "Oh, another beer, Kevin."
Another beer. I hate that.
Yeah, there's judgment.
It's shame and anger at the same time.
Don't you even?
Yes.
Well, I'm getting ready to get my second beer.
I am a grown-ass woman. Don't you even?
Wow.
Another beer bird? Yep. Sure am.
Get it, bird.
A lot of things about personal. Somebody said, Cherie said, if you say Led Zeppelin sucks, you're going to have a fight. Joey said, yeah, don't even dare say that about Rocky at my table. If you say, yeah, I've never even seen Rocky, you're going to get a fight? Yeah, can you imagine that? You never seen Rocky?
How dare you? It's disrespectful.
You never seen Rocky?
Get out of my home.
Yeah. And I knew we'd get this. We don't bring up the fact that my brother slept with my girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. There's families where there's been intersecting of relationships. You do not bring it up.
Do not bring it up.
Yeah. Some good reads. If you want to go check them out, you can. Just go to the KVJ Show Facebook page for your own dysfunctional Thanksgiving topics.
It is Thanksgiving Day and half my family's full of tears. We are dysfunctional. We've been insane for several years. My dad got pissed. He took the turkey, threw it off the wall. My grandpa is half naked. I think I just saw his balls. Dysfunctional Thanksgiving. Whoa. My family's full of anger and they never let it go. Dysfunctional Thanksgiving. Hey, why is everybody fighting on this special turkey day? My sister's crying cause her husband said the turkey burned. My crackhead uncle tried to smoke ashes from grandpa's urn. My grandma is crunked up on Xanax and tequila shots. And I confess I think my first cousin is really hot. Yes, he is. Dysfunctional Thanksgiving. Whoa. My family may be batshit crazy, but I still love them so. Dysfunctional Thanksgiving. Hey, I don't wanna cry on this special turkey day. Gobble, gobble.
Want to see what Virginia looks like on camera? And Kevin and Jason? YouTube.com/KVJ Show.
All right, we got a little Friday party going on here. Jaybird's in his turkey costume, drinking some beer. Virginia's over there making his grilled cheese that he won yesterday on the show because Virginia blew a couple movie titles.
People were trolling me on social media. You're so stupid. How did you not know that was Top Gun, dumbass?
I sound like a sexist turkey over here. Go make my grilled cheese and give me a beer.
Give me a sandwich.
And your calzones over there.
That calzone smells so good, Fat Kevin. I keep walking by it and the scent grabs me.
I hear you. I'm smelling as well. Some good smelling stuff in here.
I gave Virginia beer, but she put it away.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
I'm so lame.
Kind of insulting.
I think you said you're heading to the Keys a little bit later on today. You're going to be spending a nice little weekend down there. Sounds like a lovely trip.
I'm excited. I'm taking Magnolia because I told her if she got straight A's, I would take her and a couple of her friends for a little outdoor adventure out in the Keys. And it's a great place to go if you want to be outside. I'm taking them snorkeling.
Oh, that's fun.
What? I'll make y'all a mix. Do you trust me making you guys a Key West mix?
Yeah, can you put that Thanksgiving song on there? Because it's kind of my jam.
I got a lot of songs I want to put on for you.
All right.
Yeah, he's over here delving into the yacht rock. He was playing that old Key Largo song.
It's a great song.
Here's looking at you, kid. We had it all, just like Bogey and McCall. It's so
old reference.
Oh my God.
Bogey and Bacall?
Bogey and McCall, I think, right?
It's so old.
Is that it? Lauren Bacall? Or
Here's looking at Key Largo.
Yeah. He's getting y'all ready to go.
He is. Thank you for priming me up.
Oh, I'm gonna be playing your music all day.
That's fun though. And then you're going to be down all the way. You're going all the way down through to Key West, and then slowly back up through. Good for you.
Just a little long weekend. We come back Monday.
Yeah,
I can't afford much
cool
more.
Thing about the Key. Yeah,
it gets expensive.
It does, but it's good. Yeah, we do that too. We blow it out for a day or two, and then come back to our poor life.
Blow it out for a long weekend. That's what I'm all about.
What does the Kevin Ralston do on a week vacation? Do you have anything planned?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm probably like a lot of people. We got to figure out coronavirus restrictions. That's just it. There's people that have employment situations where, you've got to come back with negative tests. And so we're trying to set that up. And depending upon whether or not we're going to be able to get negative tests, it really depends upon what our plans are going to be. And so I have a feeling there's probably a lot of people that are kind of going through what we're going through right now, where we're still, even at this point in limbo, just what's going to happen.
Well, you just let this turkey know if you want to get together because,
a lot of people that had plans canceled them. The airlines have shown record cancellations in like the past 48 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah, I saw it on the news last night because the CDC is recommending that people don't gather for Thanksgiving. And so if you maybe bought your ticket or had your plans made months ago, a lot of people are now reconsidering.
Jeez, yeah. I guess I know the CDC, they keep running that story. The headlines all over the place. You can't get away from it. Is the CDC is telling you do not do anything for Thanksgiving.
Well, they came hard yesterday. I was like, damn. They said, if you must have them at your table this year, don't be shocked when their seat's empty next year.
Jeez, are you serious?
Because they're dead.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, damn.
The CDC won't let us be.
That's a campaign.
Oh, my gosh.
Empty seat. Nobody wants that.
Wow,
forever.
Who wants a little guilt with their turkey?
That hit hard when I heard that one. I was like, oh.
After they say that, it should be followed up with a dum 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 dum.
Yeah, there should be that Weather Channel bong. That death gong they play.
When next year Grandma's chair is open. Wow. That's crazy. So
yeah,
we're kind of doing that. Oh, yeah, looking like a lovely weekend here in South Florida. If you're looking to get out a little bit, there are a couple places that are cracking the doors back open. I thought the wharf in Fort Lauderdale had already reopened, but apparently not. They're going to be doing that today, though. So that'll be back open. But that's right on the water, and it's outdoors. It's open air. So, if you wear the mask, stay away from other people, I think you could hopefully do it there safely.
I could use some ocean air, big dog.
How about intercoastal air?
Yeah, same thing.
How about river air?
I would love a river.
It's on the new river. Yeah,
I would
it's
love
new
a
river air coming off.
You look like canal hair.
Yeah. So that's going to be cranking open this weekend. Also, the big deal is you got the Fort Lauderdale Air Show that is going to be going on Saturday and Sunday over Fort Lauderdale Beach. Look to the sky, and you can check that. And, obviously you can do that. Should be relatively okay for, coronavirus. A lot of the green markets are open up. I know West Palm Beach's green market's been open for a while. It's beautiful on a Saturday morning. Just go down there, and they're really trying to space people out, and so they're taking those precautions. But they got a lot of really cool food tables there. I love the Queen. I usually browse through there.
It's a great place to do a little shopping before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And get some fresh, beautiful ingredients that are grown here.
Yeah.
And that's really neat.
I usually get the free samples, but I put on that, like, I'm really interested in buying face. And then then I try to do that slowly slink away kind of move,
Oh, let me try all 18 flavors of your beef jerky, and then let me mosey on by.
I think my wallet's over here.
Oh, Kim, where's my wallet? Oh, it's in the car. We'll be back.
That's every Saturday.
I think they got one of those little markets going on in Lake Park, my hometown, this weekend.
Almost
too.
every
the
town
Rust
has one, yeah.
Rust Market.
What is it?
The Rust Market. I meant to say Rust Market.
What is it?
The Rust Market. I don't know why I was saying it like Rust Market.
Market?
Market?
You going to market?
Forgot the ah.
Yeah.
I might go out there this Saturday. I think I'm gonna explore.
It's cool. Yeah,
this
you should.
weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. There's a lot of there are events. I think we're starting to figure out with ventilation, open air, things like that. Is we're going through this and we're learning more about this virus and what you can do right now. Those seem to be pretty decent events to go check out.
Being outside just makes me feel better. I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but I just feel better.
Absolutely.
When the sun hits your skin, do you start to smile?
I do, because
need it.
I think you need a little bit. I mean, I don't get a lot because I'm afraid of wrinkles, but a little tiny bit of sunshine feels nice.
Oh, it does.
Oh, I think we as humans need it.
And now that
we don't realize
the humidity has broken, so it's actually very pleasant to go get a little sun on your face.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Do you want to sunbathe this weekend?
I will be. I'll be in the Keys. Remember?
She will be, just without you.
The Keys? I invited you and you turned me down?
I got to take care of Chewy, dog.
Chewy dog?
I got to take care of my dog, Chewy.
Are you saying Chewy, comma dog, or Chewy dog?
I was calling her dog, but I
Okay.
can see why that's confusing.
Okay. And another great thing you can go out and do and feel good about no corona is the drive-through holiday lights. You got the Holiday Fantasy of Lights at Trey Winds Park and Coconut Creek, the Holiday Light Show at O'Keely Park in Palm Beach County, and the Nights of Lights at Pinecrest Gardens in Miami-Dade.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's get
Those
it.
are all events.
That's safe. You're in
yeah.
your car.
Right, exactly. So that's awesome. Good ideas, things you can check out. And tonight, you might want to check out on the Food Network their Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives show. They're going to be featuring J28 Sandwich Bar in Hollywood.
I'll tell you, they need to feature One Vicious V because the grilled cheese is in here right now.
Oh,
Smell
yeah. Poppin'.
amazing. I put
tell
your
ya.
grilled cheese against anybody's.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
I'm getting that drunk compliment.
Yeah, you are.
We should
Yeah,
do a
you
grilled
are.
cheese off.
Mama, I love your grilled cheese.
Because there's things that I want to do that I haven't done yet.
Hate your dirt, love your cheese.
There you go. It's fair.
Let me run this cheese on my ass real quick. Oh, wait, he'll probably like it.
Yeah, I would.
I love a
Yeah,
little
he
AC.
AC.
All right, Bird's got a couple beers in the tank, so he's going to try to muster up a thought for the day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got too much time.
Okay, we'll see. All right.
You better prepare.
It'll be here before you know it, my man. It's next.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ gear.
It's kind of fun just hearing what everybody's going to be doing for the weekend. Virginia's heading down through the Keys, which is going to be cool for her. Lisa said that they're going to be heading to the River Ranch this weekend. Lots of open air, hanging with friends. That's kind of cool. Jennifer, she was talking about Lincoln Road. Not a bad idea. Go there. Nice open air shopping. Got a lot. South Florida has a lot of nice little outdoor malls, so you can kind of just go and get that fresh air. And
Yes.
so it's not too crowded. You can do some window shopping and eat lunch outside.
And the weather is cooperating.
Yeah, and I will tell you, they have the best H&M in South Florida there. Like I went there and went gonzo with clothes one time, And then I went to check out other H&Ms in different parts of South Florida, and I'm like, it's not the same. They had a different, it's almost like they got Miami style at that H&M. Yeah, and I'm like, where's the clothes they had there? And like, oh, we all kind of have different styles.
It's all better in Sobe.
It really was, yeah.
I bet you looked good.
I look great.
I bet you look good, big dog.
Oddly enough, these I think are the pants that I bought there.
Oh, get up! Let me see that booty.
This is from.
Okay.
Shake that thing, big dog.
This is the H&M pants.
Those are nice.
From Lincoln
Shake that
Road.
thing.
Yeah, okay. What an honor. Yeah, he's sexualizing me.
Big dog.
course.
Big dog ain't gonna shake that
He's
thing.
got 3 beers in his belly. You're starting to look good.
yeah.
I only got 2, but look at this spread of grilled cheese the
Whoa,
witch just made
dude.
me.
Whoa.
Fat Kevin, if you want a lady and tramp this thing, let's do it.
Wow. Oh, trust me, I would love to tear into that. That looks so delicious.
Are you allowed to have one bite?
I'll take a bite. Yeah, let me have a
All right,
bite.
I'll make you one. Here, I'll make you your own personal
Okay.
one.
I've been breathing on
Yeah.
it, you know.
Oh, okay, I got
You
yeah.
guys
I
got
don't know what you've been doing to that thing. There's a bizarre ritual you do before you eat.
You guys got
It's like
antibodies. I don't have antibodies.
That's true.
You know, you
Okay.
guys are.
Okay.
Oh, there you go, big dog.
It's a
Thank
baby
you.
size.
Yeah.
Oh. Yo, Kevin's he's biting into it now.
Get it, Kevin.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's so good.
So good,
He'll,
right?
he'll only take that one bite, though. He won't eat that whole thing.
I will.
He's got the willpower of a saint.
He does.
Gosh, that's so
Monk
good, though.
Ralston.
He never gets it, so look at
You're
him.
right. Imagine if I actually got sex when I would do. Oh, good Lord. We got the After the Show podcast going to be coming up here. Cracking a beer, no fear. Good stuff. Going to be live on Facebook and YouTube in just about 5 minutes. You can go check that out. Don't forget it's Free Trip Friday today, too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, make sure you get in your entry by listening to 4 hours of 97.9 WRMF today. Hopefully you already put it in with the KVJ show today. You can do it on the mobile app or on our online streaming player at WRMF.com. It's a 4-day, 3-night, 5-star vacation to the Sandals Negril Beach Resort and Spa in Jamaica.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
it's good
big.
stuff. Yeah, it is good stuff. So jump on that. Bird, before we get to that After the Show podcast, would you wrap us up with your thought for the day?
Well, Thanksgiving's coming up. We all should be thankful for everything in our lives.
Amen. Gratitude is key.
Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance.
Amen.
Wow. An amen.
Good one.
Awesome.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after the show podcast. Watch or listen on kvjshow.com.